Hey, what's up, you guys? Alright, so last night was episode 8 of The People versus O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story! Yes, The People versus O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story. Last night was episode 8. Um, it starts off kind of confusing at the beginning because you see the jury in a conference room and they try to get in there, but the deputies were not allowing them to go in because it was they had to be there on time between they had to be at 7, but apparently they're like, I don't know, it was past 7, and one of the deputies says you can't come here if past 7. That's 7:05, not 7:09 or something like that. I don't know. And so they called out another deputy to straighten things out, but it turns out that they're getting not transferred, but rotated. You know, they put those guys in the back and bring out another set. Anyways, so yeah, basically in the episode, a lot of rotating was going on, and a bunch of jurors left because apparently they have some crimes that they didn't commit but somebody else did, except for maybe one or two of them. And well, one, it's a girl. She denies she got abused by her husband, but she was lying. And another guy, I think he's that the judge has a file on him that he was kidnapping children. And he said, "Oh, that's my crazy ex. You know how girls are." I was like, "Bruh, dude, he has evidence. He has your profile. Like, what the fuck?" um, Rob Kardashian, he actually got to talk again in another episode. Woo, yeah. And um, they play a poker game with OJ and two other guys. And then they have a DNA analysis with a guy who was in the stands, try to get DNA on O.J. Simpson to prove him guilty. And apparently the blood from the Bronco to Nicole's house and to O.J.'s socks. Yeah, so blood on O.J.'s socks apparently. And all of that blood can be referred to 1 into 170. It's either million or billion. I think it's a million. 170 million in people. And Marsha asks, can you point out who that one person is with that kind of type of blood in the courtroom? and he pointed to O.J. Simpson. And much of the stuff has been going on. I don't know. It was a really odd episode, to tell you the truth. It really was. And so, OJ, he's didn't prove him innocent or guilty yet. They're still working that out. And apparently, that they were thinking it would be a mistrial. If it was a mistrial, then they would have to do it all over again. But they're not gonna do that. Like, God. And because a pair of gloves doesn't give you the real DNA evidence on the person, but with the blood, and if with the murder weapon, which they didn't find yet, then they could prove him guilty. But all they have right now for DNA is blood, and that's about it. That's all what really happened. DNA swapping guards, jury people leaving, and oh, and another scene in the episode, the jurors were all black, which means he's not guilty. Or guilty. And two people were wearing light blue. I think that means he is guilty? Or not guilty? I don't know. It was really confusing. Because Bob had a bulletin board with the jurors, and he said that all the people wearing black, clothing black, said that he's not guilty. But I was like, but that makes no sense if only two people think he's guilty, but the other ones think he's not guilty. I don't know. It was a very confusing. I don't know. That was some. It's rattling my brain. I also know that there was a bunch of DNA, jurors leaving, and deputies going. Then another set of deputies are coming in to replace them. That's all I really got in the episode. And I'm gonna go. If you like this confusing review of episode 8, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next Wednesday with another review of The People versus O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story episode